Hello and welcome back to another in-depth weather video. Today we're going to be talking about potential nor'easters and severe threats. And this is about the storms after Xylia. If you want information on Winter Storm Xylia, check out my Winter Storm Xylia video. That is linked in the cards above. But if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. And let's get right on into it. Quickly, we're just going to go through the European model. So after Xylia, we have another South Central U.S. storm. Starts with some snow in the Rockies, a severe threat here in Texas with that dry line. That matures a little bit, and we get maybe a severe threat in the Dixie Alley. If this low pressure stays strong, that is definitely possible. But eventually this all moves into the northeast, and it tries to form a nor'easter here. It's just here, this high pressure and this low pressure, you can see the high pressure is a little bit further north, the low pressure is a little bit closer to the coastline. There's just not enough cold air. There's moisture, but not enough cold air. Then the European model has this weird storm. Do you guys think that this is tropical, or do you think it's a coastal cutoff low? Because to me, it could lean both ways. I think right here, the only resemblance of a cold front would be right in here, but this could definitely pass as a tropical system. So that's kind of confusing me, but I think it's a little too early right now to have any sort of tropical storm. Now, the GFS is a little different. So it has this next system forming, and you can see that it has a little bit of snow in the foothills of the Rockies, moves into the plains, dumps some snow in the plains over there, maybe some snowfall in Chicago, and it moves into the northeast. Now this time there's not enough moisture, but there's plenty of cold air, with that high pressure being much further to the south, and we have this low pressure much further offshore, but it's so far offshore and much weaker that there's just not enough moisture here for a nor'easter. After that, the GFS has a potentially major long-term severe threat right over here. Look at that. First of all, 998 millibar low pressure, heavy snowfall in the Twin Cities area, and wow, that is a strong line of thunderstorms there, and that continues throughout multiple days here. This is a potentially blockbuster severe threat that could be accompanying this system, and then eventually it kind of has a second rebirth here, another rebirth, and we see that another line of thunderstorms forms right on the shoreline, and that could even impact the northeast with some severe weather, a very early season severe weather threat in the northeast. But that is the GFS, and toward that end, the severe threat there, that's very far out. That's toward the end of the month, so gotta kind of take that with a grain of salt. Now, the Canadian model also has a different opinion. So the Canadian model has this next storm forming, a lot more snow here, but a much weaker low pressure, all moves into the northeast, and at this point you have the moisture in place, and you have the cold air. They just don't form at exactly the right time. This moisture here is present, but it kind of dissipates when the cold air is coming in, and at that point you have a very minimal snow threat, and it's all moving further south, which means that most of our major cities are not going to be seeing that much snow from that threat. Now, the Canadian model is starting to load in a potential severe threat here, but again, very far out, and the Canadian model has been trying to get a grasp of that, so we're not going to really focus on that. But, question of the day, do you think that we're going to be seeing a nor'easter this week? If so, do you think that is a rain or snow event for the I-95 corridor. But that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.